Hi, Dr. Nikita.
Hi, Shraddha.
So let's start with you introducing yourself. What have you done? What are you currently doing?
Sure. My name is Dr. Nikita. I'm a sports physiotherapist, and currently I'm working as a fitness educator with FitEduCoach, where we focus not only on fitness certifications, but we focus on fitness certifications, we focus on placements, and we focus on a lot of other things as well.
Nice. So, what inspired you to pursue a career in fitness education?
Okay. So I remember even when I was little, I come from a family which always was into sports. My mother, my father, I've always seen them playing some kind of sports, starting from football to badminton to table tennis. And yeah, so I've always seen sports on TV, I've seen sports on the field. And I actually started swimming at the age of 3 years. So, right from a very young age, we have been pushed and encouraged to participate in some kind of sports. I think that is where the interest in the field of fitness started from. And as I grew, I made sure that I was playing some kind of sport, was engaging in something or the other. I think that is where the interest in fitness came from.
Very nice. That's so insightful to know that at the age of 3, you started swimming. Very nice. You're inspiring me for sure. Yeah. So, while we're talking about fitness and fitness education, what qualifications and certifications do you recommend to aspiring fitness professionals?
Okay, so I would like to start this answer by saying that fitness is basically a industry which is constantly growing, right? There are new things that are coming up. There are new researches that are happening. And initially, when children told their parents that I want to become a fitness instructor or I want to be in the gym, people really didn't appreciate it. But I think fitness has come a long way, and now people really want to be active. They push their children. The kids are encouraged to be a part of the fitness industry. So I think the moment you have anybody like that, the moment you know somebody who's like that, it's very important to push them or encourage them to get certified, because there's a lot of information on the internet, there's a lot of information on YouTube, etc., talking about myths, talking about trends. But how do you decide which one is right and which one is wrong, right? So I think the first step, anybody who wants to build a career in fitness or just wants to learn fitness or wants to be fit, it's very important to get certified from authentic institutes. There are a lot of institutes which are not authentic. There are a lot of online courses which are not really nice. So I think it's very important to find the right institute, the right mentors, the right coaches, and getting certified would be your first step in the field of fitness.
Thank you. Thank you so much for enlightening us. So, are there any courses that you feel a fitness enthusiast should take? Somebody who's a beginner, who's never done any course, but is very enthusiastic to become a trainer. So, what should be the career path for such an individual?
Okay, so I think I'm sure anybody who is active in some kind of sport or who is already into fitness, going to the gym regularly, it would be much easier for these type of individuals to pick up the course, right? When I say pick up, I mean like understand the course and build on that course. So and a basic course would be something that you can look at, something like a gym instructor course, which is offered by a reputed institute. Where you go and you learn the basics. That would be the first step. The next step would be apply those basics on yourself, apply those basics on your client, because we always in the fitness industry we believe in practice what you preach. It's very important, right? Unless you practice it yourself, you cannot train somebody. So whatever you learn from the institutes, very important to practice it make sure that this is the fitness industry is the one for you. And then obviously, like I said at the start, fitness is a it's a continuous journey. You cannot stop it, right? So
Agreed.
then upgrading your certifications to an international certification, so that now you are at par when it comes to your training. You're using the techniques, you're using the methods which are at par with international trainers. So I think that would be a simple path in the field of fitness. You get your basic certifications done, go out there, start working, be it as a freelancer or you want to just train yourself. Find people at home, train them, get that physical experience, get that experience, and then move on to an international certification so that now you are at par with the international standards.
Nice, nice. Thank you for taking us through the journey. You just mentioned there are a lot of fitness myths. Would you like to just highlight a few and also how do you address them? Because we see a lot of people, watching YouTube videos. Now, I'm not really sure if everybody talks sense because not everybody may be educated enough to teach, or not everybody must be certified to actually promote and educate somebody in terms of fitness. So I'm sure there must be a lot of myths going around in the field of fitness. So would you like to just address a few for us?
Yes, I think this is a very good question, and this would also give me a chance to, say something which is very close to my heart. I think it's very important, like I said, to have the right kind of trainer, a trainer who is not learned only through YouTube, a trainer who has done some sort of certification and who has the experience in the industry. I think currently the biggest myth would be a myth or a trend. Everybody wants to become a fitness trainer. Everybody without certifications is posting a lot of things, and it kind of confuses the youth. It kind of confuses the younger generation,
Yeah.
as to what to follow, what not to follow. So I think the first step, or the first myth rather, that I think I can talk about is everybody thinks they're a trainer, but they are not, because I think certification is the first step towards calling yourself a trainer, right? Anybody can be a trainer, but the whole concept of being a certified trainer is very, very important. There is another thing that I think I need to talk about, which is very important. Fitness usually people feel is a male dominated industry, and there are a lot of, you see a lot of men. You walk to the gym, you see a lot of men training. The number of women, I think, is less, right? So I think it's very, very important for women who love fitness to get themselves certified and start and pursuing fitness as a career, be it as a trainer, be it as a freelancer, or be it as a group class instructor. It could be anything. But usually, the second myth that I can address and think about is fitness is for the men and not for women. But I think we as women need to change that concept also.
Yeah. That's nice. And it's so true that when you go on the gym floor, you see so many men standing as trainers, right? Hardly any female trainers. And I think these female trainers also, because the demand is so high, there's lots always full. So more reasons for females to actually go on the gym floor because it's more comfortable for a female client to be trained by a female trainer also, right?
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. But I
So,
think I've seen an increase in the number of women who are getting certified, especially in our country. And I think it's already begun, right? The
yeah.
process is already started. I think it's very, very important to make sure that we encourage women as well.
Sure. And I think with educators like I'm sure people who are, enthusiastic about fitness, especially women, they will actually take you as a role model. And I'm sure they're listening to you and they will ensure that they join a fitness course and start their journey as a fitness trainer. So,
And
is there any advice that you would like to give to someone who's just starting their fitness journey?
So I think somebody who is starting off their fitness journey, I think the first thing that I can think about is, yes, fitness industry looks very, it's all glamorous from the out, right? But I think you need to make sure that you are 100% dedicated and that you're 100% committed before you just jump and say, okay, I want to be a trainer. It doesn't work like that. It's very, very important to make sure that you are ready to put in the hard work, because we know that, being in the fitness industry, it requires a lot of energy. You need to have your energy levels up all the time. You need to push against a lot of things, right? So I think you need to make be yourself 100% sure that this is the field for you, and then only go on about your certifications, etc. But I think the first step is to make sure that you are ready for the 100% commitment and 100% energy levels. Like I said, it looks very lucrative, it looks very easy, but trust me when I say this, it's a lot of hard work. And of course, it's also a very fulfilling career, right? You see people's lives changing. So I think it's really, really excellent.
So, an extension to this, what according to you could be a future, of fitness education?
I think, Shraddha, it's a very good question that you have asked, and I think we could use this platform to, pass on this message to a lot of people, because a lot of people have asked me similar questions on similar lines. So I think now, especially post pandemic, right? What has happened is the term fitness is not only, okay, I go to the gym and I'm back and I'm fit, right? Fitness now is a very, very broad term, and there are a lot of things that come under fitness. It could be yoga, it could be martial arts, it could be a simple walk. Nutrition also plays again a very important role. So I think, coming back to your question, we all need to understand that, fitness now, it's not only necessary you need to go to the gym. You could be doing a zumba in front of your laptop. Similarly, fitness education also has changed in the last few years. You really are able to get certified. You have a laptop, you have a steady internet connection, you can do amazing certifications with amazing institutes. You really might not be able to travel to that location. So what I'm trying to say is fitness is not only restricted to the, be it the metro cities, or or the 2 tier 3 tier cities. Somebody sitting in a smaller village can still get certified if he has the passion for it, because it's all virtual, right? So we have this model where, a student can attend the classes sitting at home. He could be sitting anywhere. He just needs a computer, he just needs a steady internet connection, and he can pursue his dreams of getting certified. Need not necessary that he has to travel to different locations.
Nice. So it is so interesting, right? That when we studied, we needed a brick and mortar setting, but now how the world has changed, everything is so digitalized. So good to know that fitness education is also going digital. Nice.
Yes.
Now, so what's your favorite way to work out? It's see, because you are somebody who's been in the fitness field for such a long time. It would be really interesting to know what's your favorite way to work out and how it has evolved over the years.
So I think my fitness journey would I think I would start with something like I said, I was a swimmer. So I think it started from there, and I loved swimming. I was always a water baby. I really loved that kind of a sport. It was not just the physical aspect of it, but also the mental boost that fitness gives you. So over the years, I've realized that my fitness journey has evolved, and currently I love weight training. I love spending time on the gym floor with the barbells, with the dumbbells, and I have realized that when it comes to weight training, it's necessary that it doesn't matter if you're an 18-year-old person or you're an 80-year-old person. It doesn't matter. But I think weight training does some amazing magic to you and your body. And not just your body, like I said, but also your mind, right? It kind of rewires your mind, it kind of mentally boosts you, and also it takes care of something that we don't really look at like example, your bone density, it takes care of your core strength. I think, especially in our country, a lot of emphasis, especially people who want to lose weight, a lot of emphasis is given on spending hours and hours on the treadmill. You've seen people running on the treadmill for years, but you don't really see results, right? So
True.
I think people have done that, been there. But I think weight training is something that, weight training, resistance training, whatever you want to call it. I think it's the future, and I think it's been there for such a long time. I think everybody should give it a try, and I'm sure you are not just going to see the physical benefits of it, but also a lot of changes in your mental health, mental strength, and a lot of other things.
Nice, nice. So I think I had only this much to ask you for now. Before we end the podcast, there's this one small thing, a small game basically that I want to play with you. It's called rapid fire questions. Okay, so I will ask you a very few questions, and you can just quickly answer them, maybe in one word, or you can go on explaining it to us. Okay, but then you can't take time before you answer them. Okay,
Okay, let's try.
okay. So the first question. What's your favorite workout?
Weight training.
Okay. Um, what's your favorite workout routine?
I'm
Is
sorry,
there
I couldn't hear
is
you.
is there a specific routine that you follow? If yes, then what's your favorite routine?
Okay, so I currently follow a routine where I train 3 times or 4 times in a week, and I'm into barbell training currently, where the repetitions are lesser, but I'm training with a slightly higher intensity.
Okay. Who is your fitness mentor?
I look up to Virat Kohli. He's one person who inspires me, and I'm amazed at his fitness journey. So every time I need some kind of motivation, I go back to his videos and I work on that.
Okay, last question. What's your comfort food?
My comfort food is biryani. It's
Hmm?
it's it's something that I can have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and even tea time. So that's my comfort.
Nice, nice. It's so good to know that you can be in the fitness field and have biryani at whatever time you want to.
Yes.
Nice, nice. It was lovely catching up with you. I think you've shared wonderful insights with us, and I'm sure people who will watch this podcast will be inspired by you. So thank you for sharing your journey and thank you for being on this podcast.
Thank you, Shraddha. It was wonderful talking to you.
Likewise.
I had a lovely time.
Same here. Thank you so much, Dr. Nikita.
You're welcome. Thank you.